Hi everyone, my name is Melissa and I'm from thebestnest.co.nz. For the last 2 weeks my family and I have been lucky enough to be test driving the amazing Citroen C4 Picasso, and today is our last day. It goes on to another mum tester tomorrow, so I thought I'd make a little video and show you some of our favourite features. The first thing that I love is the keyless entry. Simply approach the car with the keys in your hand, or as with me, they're usually in the diaper bag or in my purse. Touch the handle and it's all good to go. One thing that I've really noticed with this car is the huge doors and how wide they open. Now we have a 1-year-old, so getting him in and out of his car seat is sometimes a battle, but when the doors open this wide, you've got heaps of space to get the baby in and out of the car seat. One of the little hidden features that make a huge difference when you're travelling, especially if you're travelling some distance on a road trip like we did recently to Waipu, are these built-in sunscreens. Just pull them up, put them in, and away you go. So you don't have to worry about those sticky sunscreens that normally attach to the window with a suction cup. Baby can't pull this one off. One of my absolute favourite features of the C4 is the automatic boot put downer button. My truck has quite a high lift tailgate and I feel like I'm hanging off of it to pull it down. Not so with this, you just press the button and away she goes. I love this feature. And no dirty hands from closing the boot. We live semi-rurally, so our cars get quite dirty on the road, and it's hands-free. Once it finally stopped raining in the second week of the school holidays, we hit the road and headed north to Waipu. I was super excited to pack this vehicle because it is so easy to fold the seats down and get them back up again. So I'll show you how. If you do forget, which I did, there's a visual reminder that you just have to pull this little tag up. Easy as that. That one was just a little more difficult because of the baby seat in the back. So, if you want to go and have a look at how much room we have with those two seats down, I had the mountain buggy, the porta cot, and all the baby gear, plus my 9-year-old son's gear and my own gear in here, and we didn't obscure the back window at all, which is really important when you're on the road. And to pop them back up, it's as simple as that. And you're done, ready to go again. So we're inside the vehicle now, ready to go, and again, keyless vehicle, so as long as the keys are in the car, you're good to go. So I just generally pop them down there in the center console. Foot on the brake, press the button, and you're away. Oh. Well, I'll show you this first off. You can control the radio from the steering wheel, so we'll turn that down. We really like the stereo on this car. So we've got the air conditioning going because it's been pretty cold. So to turn that down, we just work with the dash here, press the thermostat button, and we're going to turn the fans off, so it's a bit quieter. As you can see, there's two sides, so the passenger can control how warm they want their fan outlets, and the driver can also control these, which is great for my husband because he doesn't feel the cold at all, and I'm always freezing, so having two different temperature systems is great. One thing that I really enjoyed, which I don't have in my other vehicle, is the GPS. I took the kids hiking last week and Ethan's best friend was with us, and I didn't know how to get the back way to his house from where we were hiking in the Waitagere Ranges, so it was really easy to program the GPS and figure out where we were going. We just hit the settings button there, popped in enter destination, and worked through. The interface is really intuitive, and you could pretty much do it on the run without having to sit down and read the user manual, which was awesome. Another thing that I found amazing was the Bluetooth connectivity. I have a Samsung Galaxy S5, so I turn the Bluetooth on. The car immediately figured out that there was a Bluetooth device within range and simply keyed in the Bluetooth code, and you were connected. All of my contacts were then accessible from the user interface, and the phone calls came through the speakers, which was great hands-free for when you were driving. Now, up here on the dash, tons of information. The gauges that I particularly liked were this one here, which let me know how many kilometers I had left to drive until we needed to hit a gas station. I was also able to keep a great eye on how economical the vehicle was with the litres it was using per 100 kilometers, so that was great. In 2 weeks, I've only used this much gas, so I've still got 100 k's of driving more or less before it needs a fill. The diesel economy in this vehicle is so good. Right here you can see Eco. Now what that is that's an indicator of how long during your trip you have used the Eco Stop feature. What that means is that when you're idling at a set of traffic lights in an intersection, the car turns off to save diesel. And it sounds kind of funny at first, and like maybe there'll be a delay when you need the vehicle to move again. It's actually not the case. As soon as you take your foot off the brake, the car starts up again super quickly, and there's no delay at all. So I thought that feature was super cool. Down here on both the passenger and driver's side, there is the seat massage function, which is so cool for a long trip. So we just press that button there, and you can adjust the strength of the massaging pummeling in your back with these other two buttons. Everyone that sat in this car over the last 2 weeks loved this feature and just thought it was a brilliant addition to the front seat. Okay, a feature that is really important, I think, for New Zealand drivers, considering the number of driveway fatalities that this country has, is the rear vision cameras. So as soon as you put the car into reverse, up on the screen you can see a really awesome rear view of the vehicle, and just double check to make sure you know that you're not going to hit anything or anyone when you are reversing. Also, one thing that is super cool is the 360 vision. So you can check out an aerial view of your vehicle and really get a good grasp of what's around you before you start the vehicle. That's a shot there of the front camera, both left and right, and then back to the rear. Okay everyone, so that was my little tour of my favourite features of the Citroen C4. As I said, it's the end of my 2-week trial, and I'm definitely going to miss this car in the coming days as I readjust back to my Hyundai. Would I buy this car? Absolutely. It's such a good family vehicle, plenty of room, awesome features for kids, dogs, plenty of room for gear, sports equipment. It's lovely to drive. I mean, that basically is the gist of it. It is such a nice car to drive. Every person I had in the passenger seat just loved sitting there. The wide expansive dash and huge windows made it just a real joy to be in. I would definitely recommend you go and visit a Citroen dealer and take this car for a spin if you're looking for a new family vehicle. No faults really. It was just really great 2 weeks on the road. So thank you very much. And other Kid Spot mums out there that are waiting for this baby, enjoy your 2 weeks with it, because it's a really fun car to drive.